John Kavax here with another edition of My Take, and today we're taking a look at Sergio Goldvarg's 1970 Ford Galaxie Wagon. Now this one comes in a whole selection of different liveries and colors. You're going to enjoy this. We'll get to the models in just a minute or so, but first I'd like to talk to you about station wagons. I mean, they were all over the place for a long time. Where did they come from? And even more importantly, where did they go? I'm convinced we wouldn't have this current boom of SUVs without the station wagons that we first saw around the beginning of the 20th century. Those early station wagons were strictly for functions like hauling. Sometimes they were known as depot hacks for being used in train stations and bus stations and that sort of thing. A lot of them were made out of the chassis from the original Model Ts. But by the mid-30s, they were coming fully equipped, and many were marketed as premium offerings. When Chrysler introduced the Town and Country in 1941, it was the most expensive car in their lineup. In the period immediately before and after World War II, station wagons remained a bit of a niche market. But then, sometime after World War II, the baby boomers arrived. The interstates were being built. America was on wheels like no other time in history. Families were traveling more frequently, and they needed more room for taking everyone and everything along on vacations and road trips. Wagons became a mainstay of nearly everyone's lineup, and the variety of trim levels and options began to broaden. Some makers even brought out sporty-looking models. Look at that. By the mid-60s, we were off to the races with wagons, offered in every lineup and every size. By 1970, station wagons were at their peak. Over the next 10 years, as boomers left home and their traditional offerings appeal began to fade, station wagons would begin to decline. With the advent of the minivan in the early 80s, with promises of even more room, better economy, and more maneuverable size, the traditional station wagon wasn't dead, but it was on life support. The minivan itself would eventually fade, replaced by a daunting array of SUVs of all sizes and all prices. Now, Goldvarg takes us back to the wagon's heyday, with 4 versions of Ford's venerable Galaxie wagon in 4 different levels of trim and livery. They come in Pan America Airways livery, the Las Vegas Police Department livery, the Chicago Fire Chief, very popular livery, and an ivy green with green roof and green interior stock Galaxie. Let's take a look at all 4 of them. Here they all are on the turntable. That's the Las Vegas. Look at those lights up there, very nicely detailed, great livery, great lensing as usual. There's the stock Galaxie wagon, beautifully done. Look at those wheels and hubcaps. We'll get a little closer look at them in a little bit. But again, all the trim and everything is very nicely done. Here comes the Pan Am, and of course this is something that Goldvarg does very well with the airlines. Again, really great livery, great wheel covers, true to form. Nice little light on top, the top safety light. And there's the Chicago Fire Chief. Now this is a beauty. Those light racks are really amazing. The livery is very detailed. But this is one of those that you'll take a look at the light racks and you'll just enjoy looking at them. This is a very, very nicely done model, and they are going very quickly. Here's a closer look at the Pan Am. Again, the livery is just really well done, well represented. The interior is well picked out. The seats look authentic. And of course the lensing, the chrome trim and everything, Goldvarg would expect a high quality there. But they've done a really good job of replicating the wheels as well. Little details like the side marker lights, the windshield surrounds, the grille and the lensing in the front. Typical Goldvarg excellence, just a really nice model. And here's the Las Vegas Police model, a little bit different livery for Goldvarg here. But again, wheels well done, great emblems, great livery markings, great detail on that. The light rack on this one is nice. This is something that Goldvarg just does a really good job with, replicating those light racks on the public service vehicles. There's little bit wonders there. Again, great interior, great detail on the lensing front and rear, chrome and everything. This is another nice model. Okay, let's look at the Chicago Fire Chief's car. This is my favorite. It has stunning red color, beautiful colors. I love the contrast with the black top. The details are all right. The livery is very exactly replicated. Just a great job on that. But it's those light racks, front and rear. Just beautifully done. I'll tell you something, you see them in person, you kind of expect them to light up. Another great interior. All the details are picked out. Now this one here is sold out from the factory. So if you can locate one from one of your dealers, you ought to snap it up. It's a really beautiful model. And here's the standard model in green, the Galaxie station wagon. Beautifully done, great finish, very conservative looking. Of course, this would have been the workhorse in the lineup for family hauling, groceries, that sort of thing. It would have been moderately priced, not really top of the line, but really well equipped. It comes with air conditioning, and of course you get a host of options on it. And again, a very nice model. The wheels are very well replicated. This is where I've seen some improvements on the Goldvarg models. Those wheels are getting better and better. But the model is beautifully finished. The interior, the door panels, the dash and everything, very well picked out. It's a great model. Take one last look at them. You can see they're bright. They are attention grabbing. They're really nice models. Are great for a diorama. Look great in your display as well. Look, they're $99. Again, I give props to Sergio for holding the price on these things. It's a really good value at $99 when most of the top level resins go on for $129. And I'll tell you something else about Sergio. You probably heard this before. The other thing that he does, all of his models are licensed. So he's paying all the fees to the manufacturers for making the models, and not everybody's doing that, but I really got a lot of respect for the way he does business, his customer care, and particularly the way he's just been holding the line on the prices. That's a favor to all of us. So there are all four of Goldvarg's 1974 Galaxie wagons. I hope you like them. If you want any one of these, you got to go quickly, especially the ones with liveries. They go fast. Contact Sergio. Here's the information to go to his website right here. Get a hold of your favorite dealer and move on this quickly, because when they're gone, they're gone. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you spending some time with me. If you like the video, give me a like. In the lower right hand corner there, thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And of course, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'll be back again with some more videos.